환영합니다. Welcome to K-Culture Dive, where we dive deeper into the heart of Korean culture with K-entertainment issues, AI culture news, K-culture and photos. And for today's K-Correspondent, we go over to the UK to talk about K-beauty. And I'm your host, Kwon So-ah. Let's dive in. Joining us on the show today is my co-host Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hi, Soa. And hello to everyone joining us today on K-Culture Dive. I'm Bella here to co-host and fill you all in with the latest in K-entertainment.
Let's kick off with K-Enter News then, Bella. And we're going to start off with a K-pop boy group, I'd say of my generation, that is getting prepared for a very special event.
That is correct, Soa. We talked about BIGBANG reuniting for their 20th anniversary, while YG Entertainment's executive producer Yang Hyun-seok has officially announced plans for the group's 20th anniversary global tour. He said that fans are missing BIGBANG and their hit songs and are desiring to see the members perform together again. So in regards to the tour, Yang said that YG Entertainment will do their best to ensure a smooth preparation for a complete and outstanding performance. The members taking part in the tour are G-Dragon, Taeyang, and Daesung. BIGBANG debuted back in 2006 and became one of the most influential second-generation K-pop groups, delivering mega hit songs including Lies, Haru Haru, A Last Farewell, and also Loser. Their most recent release as a group was Still Life in April of 2022. Since then, each member has focused on individual activities, but they've continued to show strong teamwork as they appeared as guest performers at each other's concerts and reunited at the 2024 Mama Awards. BIGBANG are also set to perform at the upcoming Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in California next month. So I'll keep you guys all updated when details on the tour dates and cities come out.
Please do so. And next, we're going to talk about a girl group that's doing amazing on Billboard.
Hive's girl group, Cat's Eye, are continuing their impressive run in the U.S. According to the latest chart released by Billboard, Cat's Eye's mini album Beautiful Chaos ranked number 77 on Billboard 200. And with this, the album has now been in the chart for 35 consecutive weeks, setting the longest charting record among girl group albums released last year. And what stands out is the album's steady momentum. While we do see cases where K-pop albums debut high and quickly fall, A Beautiful Chaos has maintained its presence through consistent streamings and also sales. The group's debut album, SIS, Soft is Strong, released in 2024, is also still receiving tons of love. The album jumped 36 spots to number 156, marking its 10th straight week on Billboard 200.
Very impressive to see both of the albums on the charts, and especially for a relatively new group, I'd say. Now, Bella, let's let's end off with a movie that was just released a day ago.
That is correct. We're talking about the film Mad Dance Office. It's getting attention as it sympathizes and resonates with audiences. The film, just released yesterday, Wednesday, tells the story of a perfectionist government worker, Cookie, who rediscovers herself through a Spanish dance, flamenco. At first, her steps are awkward and unfamiliar, but as she moves passionately to the rhythm, she slowly opens her heart and reconnects with the emotions she had long ignored. It's directed by Do Hyun-jin and led by actress Yeom Hae-ran. Mad Dance Office gently reminds viewers that sometimes it's okay to step for a moment to help us understand life more deeply. The film also explores generational relationships and is centered around women as it portrays the complex choices and struggles women face at different stages of life.
Sounds like a very warm movie that will comfort many of the viewers.
Yes.
And for global viewers who might not be that familiar with Yeom Hae-ran, she's a veteran actress, and they might recognize her from streamings like Mask Girl, The Glory, and also recently in the film No Other Choice.
Definitely.
Well, I'm going to check this movie out myself, and thank you very much, Bella, for those updates.
And I'll stick around.
All right. And time now to go over to our AI anchor, Arirang, for more on the culture front. Arirang.
Thanks, Swa. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. Culture Minister Choi Hui-young called for regulations on AI-driven automatic publishing, known as click publishing in Korea. His remarks came during a general meeting of the National Assembly's Culture Committee on Wednesday. Click publishing has become a subject of controversy as AI-generated books are eligible for submission to national libraries, allowing publishers to claim taxpayer-funded compensation. Choi emphasized the need for comprehensive measures to respond preemptively to the rapid development of AI, while ensuring the technology is well utilized for growth in the cultural arts sector. The government has named the second cohort of its K-Tourism Market program to help traditional markets grow into globally competitive tourist destinations. The Culture Ministry and the Korea Tourism Organization selected 11 markets across 10 regions through a public competition, assessing each site's distinctiveness and growth potential. Among the newly designated markets are Gyeongdong Market in Seoul, Haeundae Market in Busan, Sokcho Central Market in Gangwon-do Province, and Jeju Dongmun Market. The selected markets will receive tailored support, including brand strategy planning, tourism product development, and overseas marketing. The box office success of The King's Warden, now nearing 10 million admissions, is spilling over into the book market. Readers seeking the real story of King Danjong, portrayed in the film, are driving renewed interest in the annals of the Joseon dynasty and related historical titles. Kyobo Book Center says sales of books containing the keyword annals of the Joseon dynasty nearly tripled in the past month following the film's release. Sales increased more than twofold compared with the same period last year. Top-selling related titles include Annals of the Joseon dynasty, written by history lecturer Choi Min-seok, and single-volume guides to the chronicles by Ba Kyung-gyu. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. First, let's take a look at this word, 봄동. In English, it's often described as spring cabbage, a tender, slightly sweet, leafy green harvested in early spring. Now, look at this field. Bright green leaves stretch across the landscape as farmers carefully harvest the seasonal crop. Up close, 봄동 has soft, curved leaves with a crisp texture, perfect for a quick, fresh salad known as 겉절이, lightly seasoned and enjoyed immediately. But recently, 봄동 has taken on a new life online. As we briefly mentioned the other day, social media is buzzing with the 봄동 bibimbap trend after an old clip of TV personality Kang Woo-dong eating a giant bowl of bibimbap resurfaced from an entertainment show. Later, it turned out that the original dish used a different vegetable instead of 봄동, but the online users embraced the idea anyway. Now, food delivery apps show 봄동 bibimbap ranking at the top, even selling out. So popular, in fact, that some joke 봄동 is becoming golddong as prices begin to rise. It seems this humble spring green is having quite a moment. Here's another green that signals the arrival of spring, minari. Look at this vibrant field. A woman stands smiling, holding freshly harvested bundles in both hands. You may remember the film Minari, where the humble plant symbolized resilience and hope for a Korean immigrant family in America. In Korea, minari carries its own seasonal meaning, often translated as water parsley. Minari has a refreshing aroma and a slightly peppery taste. It's one of the first greens to thrive as winter fades. In Arirang, a minari field festival will be held this month. Visitors can harvest minari themselves, enjoy local performances, and purchase it at affordable prices. And of course, for many Koreans, minari's great partner is a sizzling pork belly on a hot stone grill, a simple combination that truly tastes like a spring. Spring may be underway, but winter made a dramatic return this March. Take a look at Daegwallyeong, where heavy snow transformed the mountains into a winter postcard scene.
Across parts of Gwanghwamun State, roads, trees, and even highways signs were blanketed in thick snow, creating a breathtaking landscape that looked more like January than March. For many residents, it was a surprising sight, and the sudden return of winter also caused disruptions. In Jeju, strong winds combined with snowfall to delay and cancel flights at the airport, leaving some travelers stranded. Flights are now back to normal, but the unexpected weather served as a reminder of how quickly conditions can shift during Korea's seasonal transition. Interestingly, the snowfall may have brought one positive effect. This fresh layer of moisture is expected to help reduce immediate wildfire concerns, especially in mountainous regions. These photos tell us that sometimes seasons don't follow the calendar. Everyone's counting down, right? The BTS comeback performance right here in Gwanghwamun. But with that level of global excitement, city officials are also preparing for something else. Fans who may arrive early and stay overnight to secure the best possible viewing spots. Police say they are coordinating with the Seoul Metropolitan Government to manage potential overnight gatherings around Gwanghwamun Square, not because it's illegal, but because safety and crowd control become key concerns when thousands gather in one place. Indeed, it isn't new to major events. In the past, the citizens have set up tents peacefully at large-scale gatherings or to participate in family-friendly events organized by the city. And this isn't unique to Korea. When BTS performed in New York's Central Park, fans also camped out for hours, even days, to be as close as possible to the stage. So as anticipation builds, the message is clear. Celebrate the moment, but safely. From seasonal flavors to a patient wait in Gwanghwamun, Korea's spring is unfolding in a dynamic way.
K-beauty in the UK is growing rapidly. As Korean beauty content spreads across social media, more consumers are seeking out Korean products. Industry experts say this shift goes beyond just following trends. Shoppers are increasingly drawn to ingredients, personalized routines, and results. In that sense, K-beauty is establishing itself as a mainstream beauty choice. Today, we connect to Toby O'Kes, a London-based beauty content creator, to hear how this momentum is playing out on the ground in the UK. Hello, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Hi.
Happy to have you on the show, Toby. So we've been hearing that the presence of K-beauty and Korean skincare is growing in the UK. So living in London, how do you see that happening around you?
So I can definitely feel the growth of K-beauty in London. A few years ago, it felt quite niche and you really had to search for it. But now I would say it's everywhere. So you see it trending on TikTok, stocked on major UK beauty retailers and online retailers, and just people talking about it in everyday conversation. It doesn't really feel like a trend anymore. It kind of feels like it's part of mainstream beauty culture here.
Right. And I think it's also very evident in the export figures because usually we had the US, China, and Japan being at the top when it comes to exports of K-beauty products. And these days, European countries, including the UK, seem to be emerging as new destinations for K-beauty.
Great to hear that it's reaching all the way to the UK. But now we want to go back to where it all started. I've seen your videos. You recently, last year, visited Korea, but what first sparked your interest in Korean beauty? And was there a particular product or maybe a trend that became your entry point into K-beauty?
Yeah, so I would say my interest started with skincare devices and sort of treatment-focused products that really targeted hyperpigmentation. So I'd say brands like Medicube, COSRX were really important to me, because I was really intrigued by how results-driven the approach felt, but still felt gentle. And what I noticed was Korean beauty seemed very focused on long-term skin health rather than quick fixes. So once I tried a few products, and I saw how well they kind of layered and absorbed into my skin, then I was completely sold. And that's when my curiosity grew.
So it started with the basics for you, Toby. It
Yeah.
seems there are now many different ways for UK consumers to discover K-beauty, and especially with Korean brands becoming more accessible on online beauty platforms. So compared to the past, how do you think the way people discover and purchase Korean cosmetics has changed?
So I'd say in the past, getting Korean beauty products or just Korean products in general just wasn't easy for us. We would often have to order directly from Korea, which would mean there would be high shipping fees, or we would just have to wait weeks for the delivery. Some people would even just wait till they actually travel to Korea to stock up on products because it was more accessible there. But now everything has changed. So it appears on UK platforms almost instantly. And you can even sort of order the products directly from Arirang now, thankfully. So I would say social media also accelerates the discovery as well. So if something goes viral to UK consumers, then it reaches us within days and we can get it just like that.
Wow. That's a pleasant surprise.
Yes, and it's great to hear that it's now more accessible for the UK users to use these K products. Now, what beauty trends are currently popular in the UK? And when you compare them with trends or skincare approaches in Korea, what differences kind of stand out to you?
So I would say in the UK, we traditionally leaned more towards fuller coverage. But recently, I've noticed that there's been a shift towards glowy, dewy, hydrated skin. And I feel like that closely aligns with Korean beauty trends. And I would say one big difference is the routine approach. So I would say Korean skincare and Korean beauty in general is very layered and prevention focused, while in the UK consumers historically focused on more targeted treatments. So I would say the difference is Korean beauty prioritizes skin, healthy looking skin first, and then makeup second.
Interesting. And Toby, some say that in Britain, K-beauty is no longer just a passing trend, as you also mentioned before, but really a category chosen for its functionality and ingredients. So in your view, what aspects of K-beauty are most appealing to UK consumers?
So I think UK consumers are drawn to K-beauty because it feels innovative, but also practical. So I would say there's a strong focus on visible results, ingredients, and affordability. So Korean brands move quickly with new products, which I like, but they still emphasize hydration and barrier care. So that's what UK consumers are really looking for and are becoming much more aware of.
Great to hear that. And I know you said that you started K-beauty with skincare, but we've also heard that interest in K-beauty is expanding beyond skincare now into categories like hair care, fragrance, and also inner beauty as well. So are you seeing that kind of shift in London as well?
Yes, absolutely. So it started with skincare and then it went on to makeup. And now I'm even seeing it in hair care and even the supplements that we take nowadays. The thing is, I would say once consumers trust a country's skincare expertise, then they naturally just want to start exploring other categories. And I would say in London specifically, there's a growing interest in holistic beauty. So I feel like that expansion just feels very natural over here.
So that really goes hand in hand with Korea's K-well-being trend, which has been around for some time. We also take care of inner beauty as well when we talk about K-beauty. But Toby, from your perspective as a London-based beauty creator, I mean, you do also other contents as well, but where do you see the K-beauty trend heading in the UK? And what do you think Korean brands should focus on in order to strengthen their presence in the British market and really target the British market?
So I think that K-beauty will continue to grow in the UK, but I would say it will become more refined because UK consumers are now more ingredient aware because of K-beauty and selective. So I'd say that for Korean brands, localization would be key. So things such as more shade inclusivity in makeup and strong partnerships with UK retailers would be important. So I would say that brands that balance the innovation with inclusivity will definitely stand out in the British market.
Well, let's hope that K-beauty brands will, build a lasting presence in the UK market. Now, Toby, let's talk about your content a little bit. You do vlogs, you do K-beauty content, and you talk about fashion as well. What would be the next thing you would like to plan for your YouTube channel when it comes to K-beauty contents?
So on my channel, I'm actually planning to create a full face of makeup using only Korean makeup products and Korean skincare to recreate my everyday makeup look. And I would say it's because my viewers come from different backgrounds and have different beauty styles. So I want to really explore how Korean techniques can work universally while still feeling personal to them as well. And I think it would actually just be a fun way to show how K-beauty can just naturally fit into anyone's routine, because I feel like we can pluck a few bits from it.
Wow.
And Toby, I can't help but look at your face, because I'm really curious actually what kind of makeup you're using today. Could you maybe describe what kind of K makeup you have on right now?
Yeah, so what I did was I went for more of a natural sort of glowy type of makeup look, which I wouldn't normally do. I also didn't put on the fuller lashes that I would normally do. I kind of went for more of a toned down look instead, which I've kind of noticed with K-beauty is that they mostly focus on the hydration. So I tried to incorporate that and make it a bit more glowy and just a bit more subtle for today.
You look definitely
and
great.
I would have to say it looks perfect here on K-Culture Dive.
Oh, yes.
Perfect for our
Thank
show.
you.
And thank you very much, Toby, for connecting with us today. And we really look forward to your future content.
Thank you, Toby.
Thank you.
And thank you, Bella, as always. So we're going to see you back here next week.
Yes, I'll see you back next week.
Thanks for watching and your interest in everything K-culture. Now, here is a quick note to our viewers. Arirang TV is celebrating its 30th anniversary with a special global viewer event called My Arirang Story. So please share your experience with Arirang TV and what it has meant to you through a photo or video. Submit your story by March 8th, 2026, and selected entries will receive BTS's 5th album, Arirang. And for more details, visit www.arirang.com. And we can't wait to hear from you. K-Culture Dive will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.